Hello, fellow nerds, geeks, and supporters of indie pop culture creators. Aaron Nabus here, and thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Hall H Show. We'll be talking to a good friend of the show, the talented artist, Daniel Jaimes, at the In Gallery, the location of Comics and Cosplay 2, a comic-themed group art show, which will happen on Saturday, November 20th, 2021, a week before San Diego Comic-Con special edition. We are also joined by my co-host, Alex Benedicto.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Alex? And what's up, Daniel?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. And also, a huge shout out to Irina Negulescu, who couldn't join us today. She's the owner of the In Gallery and an incredible artist in her own right. Both she and Daniel appeared on episode 90 of the Hall H Show to talk about the inaugural Comics and Cosplay event that happened back in September of 2020. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's good to see everybody.
Hey, it's good to be back again. Here we are. We're going to do it again, Comics and Cosplay too. So thank you for meeting up with me and getting together and do this again.
Yeah, well, thank you for letting us know. We are, as I said, we're in the studio. So for our audience, please forgive us for any background noise. We're right next to the street. So, but it's an awesome gallery and it's a beautiful day here in San Diego. And I'm just glad to be here podcasting with both Alex and Daniel. It's good to have some in-person podcasters once in a while, right?
Right. It's been a long time.
Yeah. For people who are veterans of the show, they know your history and your creative journey. You've been on the show. This would be your third appearance.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. It is the third one, yes.
So they can go back and listen to those older episodes. But, lots happened since the last time we had you on. You care to give us any updates before we talk about your event?
Well, because of last year and the way things were going, a lot of events did not happen. But at the same time, it gave us time to create something new or even, try different methods. But yeah, it's been quite a year really since 2019, 2020, and then now 2021, where now everything's literally like coming back to life, and it has, and it's nice to see that again because now people can start participating again in some of these art shows. I, for one, kind of started working on some new items and new merchandise since I had some downtime.
Yeah, see that you worked on your new logo.
Yeah, yes. I created a new logo. Can you believe that? All by hand.
Yeah, no, old school style.
Old school style, yeah. Give me a ruler and some French curves and
yeah, looks good, man.
And a blue pencil and some ink, and I'll create something. And that's what I did because I am now creating a new website coming up, and that's been kind of like the thing I wanted to do this year because I have the time to do some really creative work. And I don't know if you noticed, if you follow me on my Facebook page or Instagram page, you'll notice I've done some kind of like more animated art, kind of like sticker type art, because it's really just fun to do something different than the pointillism, which I still love. Don't get me wrong, I still love it. But this is also a different direction for my art. And I've been getting nothing but very positive feedback on it. Plus, they look great on T-shirts, and that's another thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yes,
merchandise,
merchandising. Yes. So I got the stickers ready to go, but I'm still working on the T-shirt part of it, and that's going to be happening really soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to be launching the new website within a couple days from now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely link to it. Put it in the show notes.
Yeah, it's going to be really amazing, and I couldn't thank more than Spirit Printing and Portal. What's his name? Oh my God, I'm gonna get roasted for this one. Yeah, it's my friend Ferdy. It's called Ferdy Portals, and he's the one creating the website. And I got a friend from LA. He's going to be doing the T-shirts.
Nice.
And Spirit Printing do all the printing, anything you can think of. And that's where the limited edition is going to come in when it comes to like selections and options, whatever you want. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, man. And the whole idea of being pre-retired gives me more options and more, time to work on what I love. Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait. It's been a very interesting 2021.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking before the podcast and you said that you want to do more, road shows, go on the road and hit some more, connect with your fans out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're out there. So yeah, I went to see, I went to the Little Italy Art Walk not too long ago, and I just started recruiting some artists to do the show with. And I met some really amazing artists, and it was just really nice to see them out there again. And it kind of inspired me to just like, this is what I'm going to do is, I get back into this again. So after the new year, after this year into the new year, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So it's all a matter of planning.
Yeah. And I guess you're also having fun being a grandfather.
Oh my God. Yes, I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, Tata D, she calls me, Tata D. And she's a chip off the old block here, and she's very creative painting. We just did some pumpkin painting at the house with her, and she went nuts with it, and I just couldn't be happier. I can't wait to spoil her.
Well, we can't wait until she's old enough to be on the podcast.
Well, like I said, give her about a year, and she's already talking.
Okay.
Yeah, she's already talking. And the great thing about having a grandchild or a granddaughter is you can give them all the sugar you want and then send them home, right?
That's awesome. Like we've been talking about since we last had you on. Things have definitely spun around the world in weird ways, but it's given a lot of artists a chance to sort of have the time to work on their art and get better and yes. to find different ways to pivot. Pivot's such a key word these days, to find something else or to improve on their skill set, to find new audiences. And that's something I'm going to be asking you later on in the podcast. It'll actually be my closing question to you about closing pieces of advice. How have you been able to sort of foster your own community? So I'll ask you that at the end
Sure.
of the podcast. But I guess we'll go ahead and start talking about comics and cosplay too. When did you and Irina start thinking about bringing it back?
Oh, we talked about it earlier this year, but it was kind of like up in the air because she wasn't too sure if she was going to have November available. Mm-hmm. But when she did, she approached me and she asked me, and I go, yes, let's do it. So this was like back in September, about the middle of September. And it was just, she brought that to my attention. So I go, yeah, let's keep November open. If you don't have anything coming up in November, let's do it because Comic-Con's in November, right. And it'd be perfect timing.
Yeah, a week before.
Yeah, it's actually that weekend. Yeah, starting Black Friday. So it's gonna be it's gonna be fun to do that one.
Yeah, I remember those a pretty good turnout last year.
Yeah, well, last year they did the virtual.
No, I meant for comics and cosplay.
Oh, yes, comics and cosplay. The first one we did back in last September was such a great hit, man. We had so many people here. Mm-hmm. We had music, we had a full house, we had entertainment. It was people came dressed up. I mean, you don't have to dress up, but it's up to you. But yeah. We strongly encourage it. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be like a full outfit. It can be a T-shirt with something that you love, or a character, or if you have kids, bring them. They can get dressed up. It's fun. And that's why we decided to do comics and cosplay too, because we had such a huge success last year. And I think it's something that we need as a community and as artists to come together and have that for the public, and because people love it, and we have Comic-Con here. It's in our backyard, so why not celebrate it? So yeah. as a comic artist, pop culture movie icon artist, hey, it's right down my alley. And some of the artists I'm bringing in are such amazing and very talented. So far I got about 13 artists. We're all getting together.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's more than last year, huh?
Yeah, it's more than last year. And half of these I found at the Little Italy Art Walk. Okay. I came across. I just loved their work, and I asked them to be a part of it. And others I found on Instagram. It's because I was looking for some more artists online, just some different artists that I haven't worked with, and they've been such such a great addition to this event. So I can't wait to show off their work. I would show you some, but I don't want to spoil this. I want people to come
Would you
down
like
here.
to mention some of the artists that you invited?
Yeah, so I have Michelle Di Ferreira, Jason Humphreys, Sergio Villasana, or they call him Serbio Art, Eddie Weird, Tracy Black, Ultimus Volts, Evgenia Golik, Brent Art, and let's see who else I got. Toxie Moxie. Yeah, she's something else, yes. We've got Paul Naylor, he'll be here. And others, I'm still waiting on the reply to get back to them.
Yeah, you mentioned a name, Optimus Volts. Me and Alex are going to Designer Con this coming weekend.
He's going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
He's going to be there, yeah. So we're getting like 3 pieces from every artist. So Optimus Volt, he's going to bring in some really cool work. I can't wait to see his...
Nice.
And have it on display here. So
cool.
Yeah. I didn't get into Designer Con. I just didn't plan for it. But, hey, that's why this year is going to be... It's all going to be planned out.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Is this your first year or second year at going to Designer Con?
No, we've been going for the past at least 6 years, 5-6 years. Yeah.
All right. I'll just go with you guys. How's that?
You want to go? All right,
sure. We'll go nerd out.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I think last time when I talked to you on the phone, I think a couple weeks ago, you said that you had some surprises. I mean, do you want to say those surprises, or do you want to save that for the actual day?
Well, the surprises are for the event.
Okay.
You know, we have a few surprises here, and the thing is that they're just. I don't want to give away too much, but they're very talented.
Okay.
And youngsters, and they're going to be doing something amazing here. So I can't wait for you guys to see them.
Okay. Is it music or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
Very talented little musicians.
Nice.
That's all I'm going to tell you. But these kids are just wow.
Mm-hmm.
And so and we're going to have some other events going on here. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go away too much, but I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll be here doing the live painting. You know.
Yeah. I think that's worth it right there, man.
There you go. That's the price of admission right there, right? Which is no admission, actually. It's all free.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, it's a free, no cover. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have indoor seating. So we're going to have a food
truck?
Food table. No, we're going to have Lolita's food services here.
Okay.
She makes a great, amazing tacos, burritos, whatever you want. She'll make it for you out here. Quesadillas. And
so it's not the Lolita's chain.
No.
Yeah.
No, I believe it's Lola's or Lolitas.
Okay.
And then we'll have plenty of drinks for both kids and adults.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have the music, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, and so the art show goes from 5 to 9, and then I guess 9 to whatever, there's a DJ, right?
Yeah. 5 to 9 is like the reception exhibition, and, come meet the artists, you talk to them. Then after 9 p.m., it's all about the DJ and the music, and we turn on the blue lights, the black lights, and it becomes a more fun event because everything's glowing. And if you have something that's white or some neon colors, you're going to look amazing.
All right. Looking forward to it, man.
I can't wait for it. Yeah, I can't wait to do this on a yearly basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, Alex? Good. Is there anything else you want to add in regard to the event?
Well, just grab your gear. Don't put your Halloween stuff away yet.
Yeah.
And just, save them, put them on, and come out here November 20th. It's going to be a fun event.
And this area that the studio is at, or the show is going to be at, is Barrio Logan, part of San Diego. I've kind of been coming out here more often. I've gotten to know the area a little bit. Now, can you sort of describe Barrio Logan for our audience?
Well, Barrio Logan was... being a San Diego native here, Barrio Logan was not the place to be 40 years ago, for me personally.
Right.
But as the years moved on and we progressed as a city, Barrio Logan's become more of a cultured and arts district. Little by little, more galleries have popped up. We all know what happened to La Bodega. They were fantastic.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, La Bodega. I sure hope they come back. I would love to get back with them again. But then you'll also have a lot of these other shops and galleries and storefronts, coffee shops. Right here next door is we used to be the old Chewy's restaurant, if anybody remembers. But back then, it was just not the place to be. But now it's such an open and family community. People love coming down here because of the culture, the art, and just the people here it's not what it used to be 40 years ago. But that's why people find this place to be very exciting and a very upcoming community for the city of San Diego. And believe me when I say that, when it comes to being cultured and when it comes to, how should I say, just enjoying what's around here, there's a lot to see here, especially during the summer when they host La Huerta.
The car show.
The car show. Yeah, the car show. So being back my old roots here, it's kind of like, it's almost like unbelievable to believe that here I am, 55, and I'm like back where I started, but it's like a whole different era now, But that's why we support what we do here in Barrio Logan, because some people might get some misconception about this place, but once they're here, they're like blown away about, you got the market next door, and you got all these little great stores and storefronts around here, and that's what they bring, So I'm very proud to be here with Irina and the IN Gallery here at 18. What's the address here? She's gonna kill me if I don't know the address.
I have the it's 1879. 1878.
1878 Main Street. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Irina.
We got you, Irina.
Yes, thank you. Damn, I should have wrote it down.
Cool. I guess we'll go into a thunder round. We got some questions for you, Daniel, and Alex,
Sure.
Alex is going to take it away.
All right. First question. What's something that you hated as a kid but love now as an adult?
Oh, I hated as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think it was like going to school. But I love learning now as an adult. We're always learning. Mm-hmm. So I think it was more like going to school because I just, because I had to wake up early. But now it's like total opposite because I love waking up early and I love learning.
Wow.
Learning something new every day.
Yeah.
What was there any subject in school that you liked?
Of course, it was art.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I was like I was like the teacher's pet when it comes to the art classes. My art teacher and we always had a love-hate relationship. Mm-hmm. I think I talked about that one time, but that's why I loved going. That was the only reason why I went to school, because the art classes.
Oh, wow.
Everything else, like, oh, what the hell,
What was your worst subject?
My worst subject, I think it was science. Yeah. Kind of put me to sleep. That and history, but as an adult, you get to appreciate it, why they was teaching that. Mm-hmm. But I think in today's era, they should teach kids how to deal with stress, how to deal with the world we live in.
Yeah. Yes, more practical things.
Yes, because that's the way of the world now.
Yeah, they kind of took that away from the kids.
Right,
not to deal with certain situations.
Yeah, they don't teach them regret. They don't teach them, like
adversity.
They don't teach them like what it is to struggle or even learn how to survive in this world.
A little too easy.
Yeah. Not everybody's a winner. Not everybody gets a trophy, but they get to learn to not receive a trophy and just move forward and just
try to work harder to achieve the trophy.
Yeah, or come up with your own ideas and the way you want to live, or follow your dreams. They don't teach you that. You have to learn that in life, but they don't teach you that in school. Yeah, so having a granddaughter, I'm totally teaching her that.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a different world we live in now.
Oh yeah.
Versus the way we grew up, right? God, that makes me feel old.
Nice, good advice. All right, your next question. It's 2 a.m. at your local karaoke joint, and they are getting ready to close. You get to sing the last song. What do you sing?
The last song?
Yeah.
The karaoke bar at 2 a.m.? Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. It would have to be something classic, probably something like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. My Way, right?
My Way, something like to go out with a bang or something and get everybody revved up, Nice. I guess it would be something with Frank Sinatra, obviously. And I can't sing, but who cares at 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
I think at 2 a.m. everybody can sing.
All right, nice. All right, next question. You're at a comic book shop and coming through the back issue bins. What kind of comics would you be looking for?
If I go to their back and find
the back issue bins?
The back issue
yeah.
bin. I don't know. I came across this comic book store last weekend, Rocket Comics, and that's funny you say that because I just from a distance I didn't realize it was there in Del Cerro area. And I walked in there thinking it's just going to be a small little comic book store, when I walked in, it was like a full warehouse, and they had those comics back there, and what should have been just a quick 20-minute visit became 2 hours because I was sorting through all that. I was going through all their old comics, and they had all these models and toys, and I literally didn't want to leave, but I had, as an adult, we have obligations, we have, responsibilities, but I felt like a kid. And and I saw all those, but if I had to pick and choose, as a kid, I loved the $6 Million Man. And if they had a $6 Million Man comic book, I would definitely have gotten or purchased one or even like an action figure. It was either that or Evil Knievel back in the day.
Nice.
That's how far back I go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's how far back I go.
It's funny. My first introduction to comic books was at a 7-Eleven. At the time, I must have been like 4 or 5, I guess. The old TV show Battlestar Galactica, the first one, was airing, and I was a fan of the show, and it happened to be at 7-Eleven. I saw an issue of Battlestar Galactica on the spinner rack. So I gravitated toward it, and that was my first comic book. I think it might have been issue 3
he
or 4.
He made Lauren Green in space.
Right.
He had the Ponderosa, and now he's in a battleship.
That's right.
Up in space. Like, how did that happen?
I know. So, that's cool.
Where was Haas? He wasn't in Battlestar Galactica?
Nope. Maybe he was one of the Cylons. I don't know.
Oh, my God. We're such nerds. I love that show.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Awesome.
Yeah. I loved it. I love the ships.
Mm-hmm. Right. And interestingly enough, like I'm a huge Rick Springfield fan also. And he played a small role in Battlestar Galactica on the pilot episode. He was Apollo's brother, but he got killed off.
And the other character was Starbuck.
Yeah, Starbuck. Yeah.
Who would have known? Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee in space.
All right. Next question: When you aren't working, what do you enjoy doing?
When I'm not working?
Yeah.
I guess sleeping, because I don't sleep that much at all.
You must have enjoyed the falling back for daylight saving time, huh?
I love it. Some people hate it.
I like it too.
Yeah, some people hate daylight saving. I love it, and because it gives me more time to work at night. I love working at night, but also work during the day, and I've been doing that lately. But it would have to be sleep because I don't get enough of it. And I'm a night owl. I'm an early bird. So for me, 4 or 5 hours a night.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah,
I'm both a night owl and an early bird.
Yeah. And not everybody can function that way, but that's what we do. That's how I am, man. So, so it would definitely have to be sleep.
Nice. All right. What's something your fans would be surprised to know about you?
I guess as a kid, I was a real daredevil. I was a malcriado, meaning like a bratty little kid.
No wonder you liked Evil Knievel.
Yeah, that's exactly why I loved Evil Knievel and the Bionic Man, because they didn't take no shit from no one, man. They just kind of did their own thing. But yeah, I was a very young daredevil as a kid. Yeah, whatever I was challenged to do, or someone challenged me to do something, I'd do it. And being coming from a big family, there was always challenges. But yeah, I would definitely be a little daredevil as a kid. Yeah, but as an adult, that's a different kind of daredevil. Yeah, we're talking like jaywalking now and 20 minutes parked in a 15-minute parking zone. Stealing free samples at Costco.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. If you could teach a class in college, what would it be?
If I would teach them, I would teach them to follow their dreams. Mm-hmm. That's what I would teach them.
What class would it, or like a subject? What subject would it be?
Whatever they want to be. I would just try to teach them to go for it, and don't wait till you get older like I did. If you're young, you're ambitious, you want to start something, you want to start a business, you want to start your own line of sales, whatever the case may be. That's the way to do it. You just teach them what they want to learn, or just inspire them to do something.
Probably like a class in self-actualization.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, cool. All right, next one. If you could have a meal with anyone from history, who would it be, and where would you eat at?
Oh my goodness!
And why you pick that person?
You know what would be interesting? I know this sounds weird, Maybe Colonel Sanders. You know, the reason why Colonel Sanders, because he didn't start that business after he retired.
Yeah.
You know, he started in his 60, I believe. He was like 60 plus, 61.
Retirement age almost.
Right when he retired, he started that business. And I would love to sit down at one of his restaurants, just kind of like talk about what, you know, it's very inspiring because, like I say, it's never too late to do what you love, but that would be a fun lunch or dinner to sit with Colonel Sanders. Maybe talk about his apparel. Hey man, you know, change it up. You know, but but yeah, he'd be one I would really love to sit down with.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, if you could tell your 21-year-old self one thing, what would it be? If you go back in time and whisper in your 21-year-old, what would you?
What would I tell him?
What would you tell yourself?
Oh my God. I would say, hey, go see the world. Go see the world and meet everyone you can possibly meet and learn whatever you can learn. Yeah. And don't get into trouble. But it was a totally different time for me back then. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself.
So going back to when you were 21, and you saying that, what are the 3 places you would want to visit?
I would want to visit?
Yeah.
I would definitely want to visit Spain because that's where my mother's side of the family's from.
Okay.
So kind of in Mexico because that's where my dad's from, and visit Mexico and find, you know, just see where my family my family tree come from, my history, and Italy to see the beautiful art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe Amsterdam just for go have fun afterwards.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You have a talented is one who controls your own talent. Quoted in your Instagram bio.
Oh,
what does that mean to you?
Oh my God. Well, well, I wrote that because I just felt like people should take control of what they're really good at, and if you can, like, your talent is what you are. If you can control your talent, you can do your own thing. Then do it. You know, there's too many people out there that just don't know what that is. And they just kind of like they're just kind of lost in the field of in the art shows. But if you have like your own specific look, your own specific style, then you know, stick with it. You know, and let people recognize your work.
Yeah.
But if you're also like outgoing and you want to inspire others, that's a different type because you want to work with other people, and that's why I say that because we all have a talent. It's how you take control of it. You know. And believe me, there's so many talented people out there. They just don't know it yet. Yeah. And, you know, sitting here, I mean, this is what you guys do. And, you know, I couldn't do this. You know, I barely can answer the questions because, you know, I'm just like not very, you know, not too social, but I'm very private. But I'm also like, you know, I'm learning to speak more publicly and get the word out. So I'm learning that. But others I know people that can talk to the biggest crowd ever, and that takes talent. That takes practice and determination. So it's all about how we see our own talents. That's how I see it.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up because one thing that we try to do is we don't usually, like if we're at a show and we meet an artist that we think, oh hey, this would be an awesome person to have on the podcast. You know,
yeah.
You know, sometimes we'll do interviews at a show, but more often than not, it's with people that we've already established a relationship with. So we don't really interview somebody right on the spot that we don't know.
Right.
Usually. Because like a lot of artists are like you. They're often maybe introverted, a little shy. They may be not ready to trust us with their story yet, you know? So yeah. we'll get to know them on social media first, or we'll strike up a conversation, and after a few shows, after, you know, some you know, rapport, they'll feel comfortable with us.
Yeah,
and then we can go for the ask, you know.
Well, I try to bring several artists in, but a lot of them couldn't make it because it is a Wednesday. Well, say Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday, 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. I know. I'm still trying. That's why I have coffee here. I'm still trying to wake up. Yeah, a lot of them are working, so they couldn't make it out here. So it's totally understandable. But if it feels more applicable where they could have been out here, then yes, we definitely would have had like 2 more artists here. But like I said, it's during the week and not everybody can make it out here. So,
but it's like with our relationship with you. If we had asked you to be on the podcast right off the bat when we first met you at San Diego Comic-Con,
I was a little hesitant. Like, well, I don't know if I want
exactly. So it wasn't after.
That's why we had to have it at draft.
That's right.
Because I needed a couple drinks in me before I started yapping away. And right now I'm totally caffeinated up, so I'm like yapping away right now. But it takes practice to start talking publicly and getting out there. So I've had my share. So I'm getting used to it. Actually starting to like it. So
nice. Well, that just means we'll have to have you on more often.
Oh, I'd be honored to be a guest.
Mm-hmm. All right, a few more questions. Since San Diego Comic-Con is coming up soon, what's one of your fondest memories from Comic-Con?
My fondest memory was the first time I did Comic-Con in 2014. Yes, 2014.
That's when we met you.
And it was hell because I went there on preview night, and I didn't realize how huge it was because I got there at 2:00. They told me, it's just preview night. You just park and bring your things in. But I didn't realize how many people were there. Yeah. And I had this cart of all my stuff in there, and there was nowhere to park. I had no way to get in. I still had to go get a badge. No. I take that back. I already had the badge. I went the day before to get my badge. But to find parking and then get into the convention center, which is already full of people, and to find my table and to set up, it was just a nightmare, but it was totally worth it. And I learned from that. But I think, my first day of Comic-Con was a memorable one because I learned what not to do.
Yeah. Now you're better.
Yeah, now I'm very prepared, and I get there like super early, and I set up, and I have the whole day to myself, and it's really nice to sit there and just be amongst other magnificent artists. Just such an inspiring moment.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, next one. What's one thing on your bucket list that you have already accomplished and one thing that's still unchecked?
It would have to be blogging. We talked about that before the interview, but with the new website, my friend Ferdy, he's the one that's creating my website. We talked about blogging and how people would want to, give opinions, and you talk about your art. And being that I don't blog, and I didn't even know what the hell that meant. And I did some research on it, and it's just like what we're doing here. We just talk about the interview, and I think that's one thing I need to do is start blogging more and look into that and look into NFTs this year.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about the NFTs and what more and more artists are starting to do to create a bigger and better way to sell their work is through NFTs, which is still to me very new.
Oh, very new.
So I'm learning that as well. So definitely blogging and NFTs I'm working on this year.
Nice.
And for the future to come as well. So
cool. All right. Last question. What's something new that you learned recently?
Something new that I learned recently is to what's going to be like when I retire and do this full time, because that's just a couple months away. And what I've learned is that I should have been doing this a long time ago, but it's now a reality, and that's what I'm actually prepping for that. So I'm learning how it is to be on the outside, instead of being locked up on the inside, going to a job and all that. So now I'm like on the outside doing whatever the hell I want. And I think that's one thing I'm going to be learning to do now, because, it's going to give me more opportunities to do events as in like Designer Con or work with other galleries in the future and start traveling more. That's what I'm learning.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
And the next part of the podcast is superhero shoutouts. Is there a person or a group of people that has helped you along the way that you'd like to say thank you to?
Well, I've always thanked Irina because she's always been there, and she has a love for the community, and she does some amazing art shows here at the IN Gallery. So I always give out a shout out to Irina and all the artists I've worked with in the past. But she's come a long way. And the last interview we did last year with her, she explained where she's come from and her journey to where she's at now. So she's a big inspiration to me. And I couldn't thank her enough that I can be able to do this here and have these fun and art shows that we can have for the public to show up and enjoy. So I definitely look forward to working with Irina for the long run and do more of these. So yes, my shout out is to Irina.
Awesome. And is there? I know you mentioned a few artists earlier that you'll be that you invited to the show, but is there an artist, writer, or other creative that you'd like our audience to go check out?
Well, if you come here, you see all the artists, and I don't want to just point out just one or two. They're all amazing, and I look forward to having them here. Some couldn't make it, which is understandable. Others are doing events elsewhere, and it is close to the holidays, so people are not in town. But yeah, they're all amazing. I'm glad to have them aboard and on the roster for the 20th. So yeah, and some are local, some are from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
But you come down here to the show and you'll see what they have, in store for you guys.
All right, we'll just tease it.
Oh yeah. The thing about you guys, I love that you guys are portable and we can have this anywhere.
Yeah.
I think for the next time we'll have to, go down to Little Italy or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were at we were there a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. We got pretty wasted at the.
Oh my God!
At
really?
the food hall. There's a bar inside there.
The plaza.
The
little plaza. Yeah. You have that farmer's table right there, and that's a great spot because I've been there many times. And you just go in there and have you can have breakfast, you can have a Bloody Mary, and you can just go out.
Yeah,
and
it's where Sam the cooking guy has a couple of his restaurants.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's still doing that cooking show, right?
Yeah, he does it. He has a pretty big YouTube channel right now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I followed him when I was learning how to cook.
Okay, yeah.
But then I started going organic and started going vegan for a while, and he don't really do a lot of vegan dishes.
Yeah.
He does, but he's adding a lot of butter and mayonnaise, and I'm not doing butter and mayonnaise or milk or just more veggies for me during the week.
When did you start going vegan?
Started many years ago. Actually, I would say about 4 or 5 years ago. I started with doing the vegetarian first, and then worked my way up to vegan because you gotta kind of get your body prepared for that, for that change. But at the time I was doing totally vegan, I learned that there's so many great restaurants out there that offer vegan, varieties of foods and dishes and drinks. And I didn't realize that even a possibility because I thought it was just gonna, I thought I had to wear beads and a beret and, and the food was gonna be like cardboard. But no, it's not like that at all. There's some really great vegan restaurants that I found, and it was just like, wow, this is great. What the?
I mean, a lot of Indian cuisine is vegan.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know what they do in the kitchen back there, but they bring out some food that tastes like actual chicken and steak, but it's not, And there's a place in La Jolla. It's called Trilogy Sanctuary. I don't know if you heard of it.
No.
You guys got to go there. It's a rooftop.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, it's called Trilogy Sanctuary. It's an amazing place. I love going to that place. Usually on Fridays they'll have events. They do performances, and they have people doing. They do aerial yoga.
So is it La Jolla, off a Prospect, close toward that area?
It's right there on Girard Street.
Okay,
Yeah, on Girard, yes. About a block from the Wells Fargo. Right there on Girard.
Okay.
You guys ever tried doing vegan or vegetarian?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I could be vegetarian 2 times a week. No problem.
Anybody can be vegetarian, yeah. But vegan is
that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, well, vegan is no milk, no eggs.
No leather products, man.
No leather products. Yeah. I don't have any of that. Watch me show up with a leather jacket on Saturday. Even my belt isn't leather. So I don't. My sister is vegan, and she's the one that helped me get into that. And this woman I know, she was a vegan as well, and she also showed me the proper way to eat and what to buy. And then a lot of places like Costco now have a lot of vegan options, which I had no idea that they did that before.
Now, did you start going down this road for health reasons, or because you were dating somebody who was?
No, I was definitely for the health. No, I was definitely doing it for the health reason. Plus, because I was overweight at the time, I was eating too much junk food, and I was getting anxiety attacks all the time, and I was just my libido was very low. I wasn't very outgoing, just active. I mean, still did the art, but I was just I can literally just sit all day and not do anything and just draw.
How long were you vegan?
What's that?
Since when?
Vegan? I would say 2000, really 21, 2016.
Oh, okay.
I was more like into it, like really like full on vegan. But but then I started changing it up because I was losing too much weight. So I started changing my diet. So I now allow like the weekends I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
So like the weekends I'll have chicken, some fish, maybe a piece of steak, but no pork, no fast food, no burgers, unless I really want something. But definitely no junk food, no sodas, nothing like that. No, that's what you don't want.
Not even on your cheat day.
Well, my cheat day is, like pizza, burritos, but you would never catch me drinking a soda unless it's like the last thing I have in my fridge or something like that, where I'm making a mixed drink and it requires a splash of soda. But other than that, I'm not having that.
Nice.
I probably got a soda in my fridge that's been sitting there like for 6 months. I don't know. I always just throw it out. But yeah, man, it's actually a way to go if you want to like better your health, and I totally recommend it, but you have to do it in stages.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if you were to recommend a way for somebody who's new to it to sort of introduce themselves to that.
Yeah.
What would you recommend?
You got to just take your time and just do it in small intervals, and just do like a little at a time, and just pace it out. Because if you try to go full turkey, cold turkey. That's the cold turkey. If you go cold turkey, it's not going to work. You're going to be stressed, and you might even not even appreciate. But you have to do it in small steps, and that's what I did. And now it's like I can go full on and not even blink an eye about it. But others are different, so you just got to pace yourself, really.
Now, do you miss anything from the meat world?
What's that?
Do you miss anything from the meat world? Like,
well, who doesn't love a good steak, right?
Yeah,
But if I do ever buy steak, I cut it up in fours, so it'll last me like a month.
I see.
Yeah, so because it'll stay in my fridge for about a month until in small pieces.
Yeah.
But only if I'm making like for Taco Tuesday, I might chop up some meat or something like that, or whatever. Like yesterday, I made veggie tacos at home, so that was fun.
Nice. Taco Tuesday.
Yes, that's the thing about here. We love our Taco Tuesdays. We have our Taco Tuesdays. We have our margaritas. We have avocados, and we have the beaches. What else can you ask for, right?
I know. We have good avocados over here, man.
Yeah, we don't have the Chargers, but that's okay.
Who?
Exactly. But we do have our Padres.
Yeah. Go Padres, man.
They actually are doing pretty good, right?
I think so.
They did pretty well.
They fell a little short, but
yeah.
They're getting there.
They're in a position to get better.
Well, aren't we all?
Yeah. One of the key words that from our conversation today has been community, and I wanted to ask you, how have you been able to build your community?
My name?
Well, just the community that you're not consists of your fans, but how are you able to sort of galvanize, and coalesce a community around yourself?
Well, it all starts by appearances and doing shows and getting people out there.
I guess specifically because you're not only have a relationship with Irina here at the gallery, but we've seen you at Basic in downtown. We've seen you at other places, and it seems like you have a good relationship with a lot of people. So and I think that's a skill set that not a lot of people have to foster that relationship and to be proactive about it. I mean, is that something that comes natural to you, or is it something?
Yeah, you say it does come kind of natural to me because I find everybody interesting, from small little shops, galleries to big, huge, serious, museums and whatnot. So yeah, it just kind of comes natural because just when I meet people of interest that interest me, I get all kind of like excited about it, and I just kind of like it brings a smile to my face. So working with other galleries and people, other artists, I think it's important that you have a good bond with them, and those because you never know what's in store for you, and you never know what direction you can go. But when you have people that support you, or you support others, there's no telling what can be possible, and anything's possible, really.
Right. And how about it seems like you're making a transition to definitely switch up your artistic career to some degree, and that involves being more, I guess, in tune with the business side of an artist. How have you gone about in that direction?
As an artist?
Yeah, I mean, because like when you first started out, you're just doing the art, but now that it's been a few years and you're starting to take your art more seriously, you're gonna go on the road and all that stuff. Like, how are you able to incorporate more business aspects or that way of thinking into your
well, you're either going to take your art seriously or you're not. Mm-hmm. For some people, they don't take it seriously. Others, they've been doing it their whole lives. It's just a learning process. If you have the right connections or you want to put your art out there, it's important that you kind of learn what you want to do and just figure out how you want to do it. And it's always a learning curve out there, But I would just say however you can get, however you want to get your work out there, or just be a brand name, not a brand name, but just get your name put out there. You gotta kind of, it's kind of like a risk, Mm-hmm. You gotta kind of break your own barriers, and learn to get out there more, because nobody's gonna know who you are if you're mm-hmm. home all the time.
I guess maybe to sort of go a little deeper, like, do you think of yourself as a business?
I'm starting to learn myself as a business.
Yeah.
Part of it, and I've been doing that, but I'm taking it more seriously this year, mm-hmm. Especially being out through social media.
Yeah,
I've always been very private about my personal life, but with social media, I've learned to get out there more, and with the new website coming up, and all the new work that I'm doing, I'm gonna definitely start putting myself more out there. Mm-hmm. And if you look at my Facebook page and my Instagram page, you'll see that I started doing that, and I've yet to do like the blogging and video
mm-hmm.
post.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna learn to do that too, because I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah,
but we can we could have done a video of this as well, and people could have tuned in. But I think this is a good start as you talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would definitely take it more. I'm taking it more as a business part of it, because that's what the website's going to be all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the business part of side of artwork. And believe me, there's a lot of people I see on Instagram that know how to do it, and they know how to put their work out there. And it's a new tool we have now. So I'm looking at to be a part of that, and be a part of that social media world where you can reach out to more and more people out there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's part of the business part of it. So,
well, especially with the whole pandemic, because it reduced people's ability to have in-person events. So, people are obviously using the internet to sort of connect in social media.
Yeah. So it's like I said, it's a good tool
mm-hmm.
to get out there and to show your work. But nothing compares better than a personal appearance. Mm-hmm. When you get, because I love to meet and greet people. I love that.
Yeah.
Kind of organically meet your fans,
definitely.
And that's the best part of it, because they get to see who you are. That's why I do the live art, because you get to meet them and they get to see how you do your work, mm-hmm. and that adds more value to what you bring.
Yeah.
As you can see, some of the artists here that we have on the walls here, it's amazing if you see the work. But if you never see the artist, I'm sure we all have questions when we meet the artist. I know I do. Mm-hmm. When I meet the artist, I always have questions asked if I meet the guy or a girl, and I think that's what adds. It adds more value to your work, and you have a more understanding about that person, mm-hmm. and it's better sales, better community. You get to you make a new friend. Mm-hmm. So it's all, and that's part of being an artist. You get to build your platform.
Yeah, I mean, I have memories of you. We mentioned Bar Basic earlier.
Yeah.
Like when you used to do your live painting events there. It's
I haven't done Bar Basic in quite some time.
Yeah, but I remember that you had a good rapport with people that came up to you and asked you all these questions.
Oh, I still do, man.
Yeah.
It
was always good to see.
Well, don't catch me with a full cup of coffee, because I'll talk your ear off now.
Hey, what's in that coffee?
I'm having a dirty chai right now. I'm having a dirty chai, and you guys are having what now?
It's just a latte.
A latte, right?
Yeah.
Oat milk.
With oat milk.
Yeah, this is my go-to kind of a drink in the morning if I need a quick picker-upper.
Yeah.
Because tea doesn't do it for me at times, mm-hmm. so I just need a nice something a little stronger, and the dirty chai does it for me.
No Baileys in there. No.
Not yet. It's only what time is it? 11:45.
Yeah.
In about 15 minutes, then we'll start adding Baileys.
That's right. Is there anything that we missed that you'd like our audience to know about?
Well, I like to announce to the world that my little granddaughter is now painting. She's
right.
she's 2 years old now, and she's finally chatting it up, and she's talking. Beautiful
That's
little
awesome.
girl.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
she's the only reason why I got I got vaccinated, because I was very opinionated about that. But in order to see her, that was the only reason why I got it done, because or else I wouldn't be able to see her. And I love that she's also painting as a 2-year-old. You should see some of the creative pieces she's doing, and I can't wait till she starts walking more with, coming out with grandfather or Tata D here, and start, accidentally, to get, have a little pink lightsaber in the back of my car and just, hey, look, and give her all the sugar she wants and send them home, like I said. And so she's, my son doesn't know that yet, so hopefully he's not listening to this. Yeah.
Awesome, man. I guess we'll close out the show, Alex.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Hall H Show podcast. And thanks to our guest, Daniel Jaimes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. And if you're in San Diego on Saturday, November 20th, please check out Comics and Cosplays 2 at the IN Gallery here in Barrio Logan. As you know, we love putting the spotlight on independent pop culture creatives. And if you have any suggestions for a potential guest, please let us know by reaching out to us on social media or filling out our contact form on our website, hallh.com. So if you believe in our mission to be the voice of independent creators, we would appreciate ratings, hopefully 5 stars, and a comment on Apple Podcasts. And please spread the word on social media using the hashtag Hall8Show. Peace, cheers, and be safe out there.